What if the flashy, charismatic music mogul you thought you knew had a hidden side so disturbing it left even his closest supporters stunned? The courtroom doors just swung open on Diddy's explosive trial, and what we've heard so far is almost impossible to believe. The highly anticipated trial of Sean Diddy Combs is officially underway, and already the details are sending shockwaves across the internet. Prosecutors wasted no time portraying Diddy not just as a celebrity mogul, but as the orchestrator of a years-long double life filled with disturbing allegations and manipulation. From leaked footage to claims involving control, blackmail and abuse, the courtroom drama is quickly unravelling the image he spent decades building. But just how deep does this go, and what's still to come? 1. The start of a sensational trial. When Diddy entered the courtroom, it felt like the beginning of something historic. Gone was the larger-than-life icon. In his place stood a visibly aged, more subdued figure. Cameras weren't allowed, only adding to the intensity of the moment. Inside, prosecutors wasted no time laying it out. They claimed Diddy had used his fame and inner circle not just to build an empire, but to mask a dark, hidden operation that had gone on for decades. 2. Dark allegations revealed. According to prosecutors, behind Diddy's glamorous public image was a deeply troubling pattern of behaviour. They described secret gatherings, allegedly known as freakoffs, where manipulation and power dynamics played out in disturbing ways. These events, they claimed, often involved controlled environments where participants were allegedly pressured into acts they didn't want. Even more chilling, they say many of these encounters were filmed without consent and later used as leverage. At the heart of it all was Cassie Ventura, Diddy's former partner, who prosecutors allege endured years of fear, control, and psychological trauma. 3. Defense's bold admission. The defense didn't try to deny everything. In fact, they acknowledged the disturbing hotel footage that shows Diddy physically assaulting Cassie, a clip that shocked the public when it surfaced. But their argument was this: while Diddy may have behaved in unacceptable and even violent ways, those actions don't amount to the federal charges he's facing. His lawyers claimed this was a messy, toxic relationship, not a criminal operation. It was a calculated strategy: concede what can't be denied and fight the rest. 4. Shocking first witnesses. The prosecution's first witnesses wasted no time shaking the courtroom. A former hotel security guard described a disturbing 2016 incident where he said he found Cassie visibly shaken and Diddy giving him a devilish stare. Surveillance footage shown to the jury backed up his claims, capturing the chaos in chilling detail. Then came testimony from a male escort who claimed he had been paid to participate in private encounters involving Cassie while Diddy observed. His description of those moments was deeply unsettling and reportedly so graphic it caused Diddy's own daughters to leave the room. The courtroom was stunned. It was clear this wasn't going to be a typical celebrity trial. 5. Cassie Ventura's explosive testimony. When Cassie took the stand, the atmosphere shifted. Calm but composed, she recounted how the so-called freakoffs consumed her life, describing them as emotionally exhausting and degrading, like a job she couldn't quit. She told the court how she felt trapped in the relationship, powerless to escape the control Diddy held over her, financially, emotionally, and physically. She spoke about moments that left her deeply traumatized, saying that by the end of the relationship, she had lost all sense of herself and was battling severe mental health struggles. Jurors were shown visual evidence of what she described, images so disturbing that some physically looked away. Her testimony made one thing clear: behind the luxury and red carpets was a personal reality far more harrowing than anyone imagined. 6. Blackmail and control. Cassie's story then revealed something even more sinister. According to her, many of the disturbing encounters were recorded without her full consent and later used against her. These videos, she claimed, were meant to keep her quiet, to hold something over her if she ever tried to leave or speak out. She also described a chilling incident involving rapper Kid Cudi. After Diddy found out about her brief relationship with him, she testified that he threatened to destroy Kid Cudi's car. Prosecutors later linked this to a real incident where Cudi's vehicle was damaged. Though Diddy denies any involvement, the allegation added another layer of intimidation and retaliation to the prosecution's case. 7. Jury reactions and legal strategies. As more details came out, the jury's reactions became more telling. Some jurors visibly winced at the images shown, others took detailed notes. The prosecution pushed hard, trying to show a pattern of coercion and control, but the defense stuck to its narrative. This was a toxic, personal relationship, not a federal crime. Their strategy was clear: acknowledge the bad behavior, but reject the idea of a broader criminal operation. They argued that what Cassie and others experienced, while painful, didn't meet the strict legal definitions the prosecution needs to prove. The trial was no longer just about what happened, but how it would be interpreted. As the trial pushes forward, one thing is clear. This goes far beyond headlines or celebrity gossip. It's about the blurred lines between power, fame, and control, and what happens when those lines are crossed behind closed doors. Cassie's voice, long silenced by fear and fame, is now front and centre. The defence wants jurors to focus on legal definitions. The prosecution wants them to feel the weight of the pain described. Somewhere in between lies the truth, and it's up to 12 people to decide what that truth really means. Whether Diddy is found guilty or not, this trial has already left a permanent mark, not just on his legacy, but on how we think about power, privilege, and the people we put on pedestals.